Some leftists are disturbingly bloodthirsty. They seem to hate rich people a lot more than they care about workers' rights. They care a lot more about hurting the wealthy than helping the poor. These people disgust me. Them and their sadism should have no place on the left. The left is about trying to progress humanity and improve people's lives. Visceral hatred and primitive desires for retribution are not a serious part of that. This hatred is unhealthy and leads to immoral outcomes, needless suffering, and unjustified cruelty. The very things that leftists should oppose. These people do not want a socialist paradise. They want a bloodbath. They don't criticize ideologies and systems. Instead, they just hate individuals. They spend more time fantasizing about guillotines than thinking about actual left-wing ideas. You all know who I am talking about. The bloodthirsty leftist. It is good to be opposed to the rich and wealthy. It is even better to be opposed to the system that led to their unjust power. We need to criticize systems and their flaws. Individuals cannot do the evil they do without these harmful systems. We blame systems. For individuals, we have rehabilitation and, if necessary, prison. Violence can be used, but only in serious situations of self-defense. We do not execute people. We do not torture. We don't spill blood and hurt people when it is completely unnecessary. Executing random rich people is not self-defense. Self-defense cannot defend such barbaric and disgusting acts of retribution. This is what we should believe if we have a shred of decency. Or are we all just LARPing losers who put the guillotine between the greater good? These LARPing fools should either get help or go be idiots elsewhere, because the guillotine has no place in between society and the best possible outcomes. The left does not need an infestation of pathetic people who think that they might finally forget how empty their life is when they get a chance to partake in unnecessary and unjust cruelty. All that matters to these fools is that the cruelty is conducted under a red banner. They don't care about leftism or helping people. They are just empty people who want to be mad at someone and who happen to fall into the left-wing camp. These people will make sure that any leftist effort ends with just as much unnecessary bloodshed as it does necessary reform. They are an infection. Right-wing desires for retribution and revenge infecting a progressive movement. Leftism is not about you and your hatred. It is about making society better. If you are too stupid to understand that, then you should go away, learn how to think properly, and come back later. A violent idiot who doesn't actually oppose cruelty and barbarism has no place in such an ideological movement. These violent idiots need to understand that our enemies are ideologies and systems, not random people who we want revenge on.